I took off on this journey in search of a natural masterpiece that I have never had the chance to see before. At times, I found wonder. Other times, the journey was an act of penance, and sometimes it was joy. I encountered nature and landscapes of the real Latin America, which I had never seen. And I also met the people who live every day with passion. Argentina itself turned out to be a work of art. I am now on my way to see the most amazing God-made masterpiece of all, Iguazu Falls. Argentina is located on the opposite side of the globe from Korea, and the plane ride alone takes over 30 hours. It's the second largest country in South America and the 8th largest country in the world. You have to take another 2-hour plane ride from the capital, Buenos Aires, to reach Iguazu Falls. The falls are located at the northern Argentine border. The Parana River comes into view after passing through a land 28 times the size of Korea. This means we are getting closer to Iguazu Falls. I was the one who chose Iguazu as the first destination of my trip. I wanted the largest waterfall in the world to be the first thing I saw. However, the journey to Iguazu is long and rough. Even after arriving at the national park, I have to ride a train to get to the waterfall.
4-3. Thank you.
You can see how large this park is, and it has its own central train station. This is the sightseeing train that leads to Iguazu Falls. The station is milling with tourists who want to get to the falls. Over 1 million people visit the falls every year. I finally board after a long wait. I think I might get exhausted even before I reach the waterfall. In order to reach Iguazu Falls, we first have to pass through a jungle. The cool breeze and grassy scent are refreshing. My expectation of the falls escalates along with the long trip to get there. About 10 minutes later, I see some water in the distance. The sound is so loud that it makes my heart race as I get closer. Finally, I come across the Iguazu Falls. I heard a lot of things before I came here, but the Iguazu Falls in person goes beyond my imagination. At an average of approximately 70 meters tall, Iguazu Falls is the largest of the 3 largest falls in the world. Iguazu consists of approximately 270 big and small waterfalls. Each waterfall is different in height, size, and shape. The sound of their cascades is truly like music to the ears. Like me, the people here are captivated by the sound of the water.
Muy emocionante, muy lindo, hermoso, se siente paz.
Espectacular, me siento muy bueno, es un regalo de Dios, del universo, esto es perfecto.
The humidity ranges from 80 to 90% year-round, due to the immense amount of vapor that the falls emit. It's hard to take any pictures when your camera lens gets wet. That's why there are professional photographers here.
Hola, hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Bien? Ok, permisito.
Of course, this photographer also has to fight against the perpetual mist as well. Everyone wants to capture this moment, even if it gets them wet. Everyone here, including me, will remember the day they came to Iguazu Falls as a special day. Passing by the Devil's Throat on my way to the observation deck. This plastic raincoat is essential if you want to go there. This bridge crosses right above the falls. As I get closer to the falls, the water spray gets harsher and harsher. It's right in front of my very eyes.
너무 가까워요. 너무 가까워, 폭포랑. 물이 진짜 비 오듯이 돼, 비 오듯이.
At this point, this is not seeing the waterfall. It's experiencing it. The current is so strong, I feel as if I'll get swept away by it.
오금이 저려요. 진짜 바로 여기 떨어지면.
Who knew that such a big waterfall would exist in the depth of this tropical forest? I encountered a beautifully unforgettable view from the observation deck.
이름은 악마의 목구멍인데 왜 여기 보면 계속 무지개가 피어 있어요.
A tropical forest and waterfall, white crashing cascades and blue skies. There's a rainbow too. Wouldn't this be what you'd call a perfect landscape? The Iguazu Falls isn't the only thing in this park. The jungle that surrounds the waterfall is designated as a national park by both Brazil and Argentina. I take out my notebook while I wait for the bus to take off. Instead of digital photos that are easy to take and delete, I prefer leaving records by writing, cutting, and pasting by hand.
뭘 그렇게 열심히 하세요?
오늘 간대 티켓이랑 그다음에 이거 우비 산 거 그런 것들을 다 붙이는 거죠. 나중에 돌아가서 이것만 딱 봐도 아 맞아 그때 참 물을 많이 맞았지 와 그때 악마의 목구멍 정말 끝내줬어 그런 것들을 다 떠올릴 수 있는 거죠.
I'm even more excited about what sight awaits me now that I've seen how amazing the Iguazu Falls is. What other surprises are in store for me in the forest of this national park? Now it's time to meet the birds of the jungle, not easily seen elsewhere. I expect paved roads and manicured gardens when I heard that this is a park, but this is an actual tropical forest. I don't pay attention, and somehow I lose my way.
길이 어딘지 몰라서 지금 찾고 있어요.
This park, which opened in 1994, is a grand 17 hectares. Over 150 types of birds, including some rare species, as well as other South American animals, inhabit this area. What astonishes me the most are the magnificent colors of the birds.
깜짝이야.
These red-feathered birds are Scarlet Ibis, which inhabit Central and South America. A tropical forest with colorful birds flying about. I feel like I'm in a movie.
뭐랄까 중간색이 하나도 없어요. 되게 원색으로 이렇게 깃털들이 치장돼 있다고 그럴까? 그런 느낌이에요. 그래서 초록은 진짜 초록색, 노랑은 진짜 노랑, 빨강은 진짜 빨강 노랑 이런 색들을 볼 수 있어요.
Among the various colorful birds, this guy is the most popular among people. The Toko toucan is a rare bird that can only be found in this area, which is why it is called the mascot of Iguazu. This guy isn't afraid of people at all.
무섭다.
It even tries to warm up to them like a dog or cat.
예쁘다. 예쁘다.
Todas las pasarelas que se hacen están pensadas e ideadas para que puedan disfrutar de este tipo de animales viéndolos relativamente dentro de su medio.
The birds here aren't afraid of people. It's because they know that people won't harm them.
얌마 조금씩 먹어.
There are so many birds and other animals that dwell around the enormous Iguazu Falls.
See?
Perhaps the real beings that dominate this area are actually these animals.
처음 보는 동물들이 그 동물원 같은 게 아니라 그냥 여기서 살면서 그냥 쓱 나와서 쓱 지나가요. 그리고 계속 폭포 소리랑 또 이렇게 다양한 새소리들이 들려요.
I encounter this natural masterpiece for the first time. Today will be a special day in my life to remember.
너무 놀라웠어요. 제가 생각했던 거, 예상했던 거, 그리고 자료를 그걸 모두 다 뛰어넘었어요. 앞으로 남은 시간 동안에 또 어떤 사람을 만나고 어떤 자연을 만나고 또 어떤 풍경을 만나게 될지 저도 이제 예측을 못 하겠어요. 그냥 따라가야죠. 그런 마음입니다.
This is the best way to get a truly vivid experience of the falls. That's by riding a speedboat that passes through it. The speedboat tour is a favorite among tourists who visit Iguazu. I'm in a state between anticipation and apprehension.
지금 여기 보이는 폭포랑 악마의 목구멍 그쪽까지 두 군데를 간다고 하네요. 근데 그 위력, 목구멍 속의 느낌은 또 어떤지 좀 겁나요.
Hello everybody, welcome on board. Gonna make approaches now to take pictures. I'll tell you when to put the cameras away, right?
I was really nervous when I got on, but the boat is slower than I thought. It brings shame to the name speedboat. The others are still composed too.
아직까지 괜찮아요. 아직까지 뭐 여느 그냥 배하고 다름없어요. 그냥 물이 좀 튀는 정도.
However, circumstances change as we draw closer to the falls.
Buena ducha para todos. Sí, que no. No, para todos.
The boat begins to gain speed. It races straight for the waterfall. It's so fast that my body is shaking. The falls from up close look different from the falls at a distance. This is the moment when I can literally feel the Iguazu Falls with my entire body. It was an afternoon of getting not just my hair and clothes soaked, but my heart too. It refreshes my soul.
싹 젖었어요. 싹 젖었어. 기물 들어가서. 역시 세상에 두 종류의 사람이 있어요. 이과수의 악마의 목구멍에서 샤워를 해본 사람과 안 해본 사람이 있는 거죠. 와, 끝내줍니다 진짜.
Very much.
Buenísimo, buenísimo. Very good.
Sí, sí.
Amazing. Best place I've been to in my life, man. Unbelievable.
And it's fun to get wet, so.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Iguazu is a waterfall that is a gift from God. The Iguazu Falls is located where Paraguay, Argentina, and Brazil meet. Paraguay and Brazil are divided by a river, and Argentina and Brazil are divided by land.
이렇게 국기가 쫙 있죠. 이 말은 여기는 아르헨티나 이런 얘기겠죠. 그런데 지금 제가 10발자국만 더 가면 색깔이 바뀌어요. 보이시죠? 바로 브라질 국기 색깔인 거죠. 전 지금 브라질에 와 있는 거예요. 걸어서. 너무 재밌어요.
Three countries come face to face at Iguazu. At the border of these three countries stands a tower that represents each country. Many disputes over Iguazu took place during the past century between these three countries.
여기 보시면 세 나라의 국기가 있죠. 아르헨티나를 중심으로 파라과이 그리고 브라질 국기가 보일 거예요. 한 150년 전, 즉 19세기 정도만 봐도 이 땅은 아주 전쟁의 땅이었습니다. 그 전까지 이 이과수 땅은 파라과이 땅이었어요. 그런데 전쟁을 통해서 즉 아르헨티나, 브라질 그리고 우루과이 세 나라가 뭉쳐서 파라과이와 싸운 거죠. 그래서 파라과이의 땅이었던 이과수 땅을 빼앗게 된 겁니다.
This border, which contains a painful past, has now become a tourist site because of it. Tourists aren't the only ones who visit.
Nosotros andamos de gira por Latinoamérica y estamos justo ahora por 1.Iguazu y estamos tocando en este lugar de paso, digamos.
This is a border where citizens from all three countries can come and go without passports. Once a symbol of conflict, it is now a symbol of harmony between the three nations. These people don't look like typical Argentines, who have a European look. They are the native Guarani people, who originally lived in this region.
반갑습니다. Is there any Guaranian village near here?
Aquí en Microcentro queda 5 kilómetros sobre la ruta. 5 a derecha, de izquierda. Ahí comunidad, como naturaleza, así.
The Guarani people left the Iguazu Falls and went into the jungle around the 16th century. They had to give up their land to the Spanish and Portuguese invaders. With the aid of the elderly Guarani man, whom I met at the border, I decide to go visit this village.
Hola.
Hola. Roberto.
Bob.
Bob.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The village is located deep in the forest. I expect brave warriors like in the movie The Mission, so my first impression of the village is a bit unexpected. Instead of warriors carrying spears, a cute little kid in a t-shirt greets me. Usually, the Guarani create villages of 3 to 4 families consisting of close relatives. These days, they rely on tourists who visit the Iguazu Falls, but originally, they were hunters by tradition.
Para vivir en la selva, debras aprender.
Amar la naturaleza. Selva, amar. Respetar.
These people have known since long ago that nature is not something to pioneer, but rather to maintain and live in harmony with. That's why each tree in this forest has meaning for the Guarani people.
Palo rosa. 로미. 로미. 과란이어로. 그리고 이게 좀 에너지, 또 영혼 이런 거를 또 상징한다고 하시대요. 진짜 에너지가 느껴지는 엄청 크다, 진짜. 이거 단단해요. 이거.
Even these days, Roberto will go out to the jungle from time to time and hunt using the old methods. This is a trap for small animals.
Va.
아우.
Sí. Aprenda a sobrevivir.
이게 있네.
In this way, these people maintain their ways of life.
Es uno que a los guaraníes no era de nómada, no era lugar fijo, trasladamos de un lado al otro lado por las alimentaciones de la naturaleza, animales, frutos, peces. Cuando en el lugar no se encuentra, family de los guaraníes trasladaba Brasil o Paraguay. No había límite, bandera no.
Back in the village, the children gather and wait for me. I guess they have been waiting to get a look at the camera, which they don't see often. You don't really need words to befriend children. Facial expressions and body language are enough to communicate. As an illustrator, I have another secret weapon. I can make friends with just a pen and a piece of paper. The reason the children burst out laughing is because of the picture I drew.
foto.
The children repay my small gift with a much bigger gift.
아이들은 어디 가나 다 똑같은 것 같아요. 밝고 호기심 많고 또 새로운 거 있으면 막 까르르 웃고. 그래서 이번에 아이들하고 노래도 부르고 좀 짧지만 같이 놀고 또 재밌는 것도 보여주고 네, 아주 즐거웠어요. Gracias. Adiós. Chao.
On my final day in Iguazu, I sign up for a helicopter tour of the falls in an attempt to see it one last time. The Iguazu Falls look different now that I have met the surrounding jungles, birds, and the natives in the area. It wasn't merely the largest waterfall in the world. It was a place where the ecology, history of life of South America merge, and Iguazu is a perfect world of its own.